Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another home game for the Somerville Highlanders, facing opponents Matignon tonight. A later start this evening, a 6 p.m. kickoff. The sun's almost set, so all the players are going to benefit from that. Not quite as easy to see up here for us, but soon we'll be all right. And here's our kickoff, a quick little feint there to start off the game for Matignon, but the ball is back with Somerville High. Somerville High starting off on the front foot here. That's a great ball, but it's red. Not taken care of fully yet, though. The ball from Nevaeh back. Jill with some space, and she's found a teammate. Kira out on the right wing over there. And Matignon, difficulty settling. Jill at the top of the box here, but that's tackled again by the Matignon defender. Jill, relentless though, plays it back to Kira. Kira attempts a cross, blocked by a Matignon defender, and that's well controlled there by Matignon, but a touch too heavy. A nice turn there from Nevaeh. Back to Bridget. Bridget tries the through ball to Marie, but well read. And there's a lot of space here for Matignon, but Jennifer, calm and collected, plays it back to Elizabeth in goal. Ball out wide to Christiana. It's a difficult one to settle, and Matignon's regained possession. But it's gone back to midfield. A long ball up that looked like it would have been called offsides had a Matignon player touched that, but they did not, and so we play. The Highlanders coming off of a resounding 7-0 win over Everett. As a through ball read by Jennifer, taken by Nevaeh. It's a little tricky there who it's going to, but Jill with the ball. Out wide. Looking for Kira, but unable to find her. And it's gone out for a throw-in. Down the line, that's well shielded by Bridget. Under a little bit of pressure. That's a good clearance by Elizabeth. But it's gone to a Matignon player. Attempted chest control, does not come off. Nevaeh with a nice shield there. She's found Jennifer, who's sent Jill in a little bit of space. Stephanie out wide to the left for her. And she eventually takes it. A left-footed ball into the middle. Looking for Maya, unable to find her. But Jill with a tackle, and she wins back possession again. Well, the Lady Highlanders more than convincing in their 7-0 win over Everett, including a hat trick, for Maya, the top scorer for the Highlanders, still but a freshman. Bridget again with a great shield. Christina finds Kira out wide with space in front of her. And Nevaeh, she's got one opponent, but that's a ball led to Kira. A little too heavy, though, and Matignon does well to read it. A cut there. Good tackle by Christiana. I apologize. Christiana with a great defensive display last week, topped off by a penalty goal in the process of defeating Everett. And that's gone out for a Somerville throw-in with Stephanie. She was saying earlier, Stephanie, that she began as a striker but was converted to left back. That happens more often than you might think in the professional level. A lot of top players start out in a completely different position than we know them for. Nevaeh in the middle. That's a ball from Bridget over the top. That's an amazing ball, actually, but it's a little too heavy, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Good vision there by Bridget. Stepping up out of that stopper position, trying to find some space. It's always difficult for the opposing team when defenders step up and they know what they're doing with the ball. It's a whole other factor to deal with. Capasso has informed me that 10 minutes until golden hour has passed, and we won't be squinting from the booth here. Looking forward to that. Ball back into the middle from Maya. Good first touch to settle. A little bit of a miscommunication, though, and it's cleared up to a Matignon player that was number 4, Olivia. Ball back with the Highlanders, though. Nevaeh seeing a lot of the ball in these opening minutes for the Highlanders. That's a ball into the middle. A battle there, which Jill comes out on top of. She tries the shot, and it's tackled by a Matignon player. The referee waves his head. Clean play. Bridget stuck between two minds there, and it's gone to a Matignon player, but that's a strong step by Stephanie. Did not get any of the ball, though. That's a foul. And the sun is finally hiding. The ball in Matignon's half for really most of these opening 5 minutes. Bounces over everybody. Jennifer calmly back to Elizabeth, who clears it to about the 25, 30-yard line. Tricky bounce there, and Marie not able to read it, and the Matignon striker, of course, miles offsides. That was Alessia for Matignon taking a moment's time to get back. Short entry into play. Stephanie up to Marie. Marie with a touch that was well stepped upon by the Matignon defender. That was Kelsey. But Marie with space, she's played a great ball to Maya, but the Matignon keeper's done a really good job there playing sweeper keeper, stepping up and clearing that out of danger. A ball over the top now from Matignon. That's a quick transition of play, but Jennifer back to her keeper again. Elizabeth has time for a touch. She takes it. Good ball out to Christiana. Calmly done there by the Highlanders. A little trickier, though, towards midfield. Christiana does well again to shield, and two captains deciding who's going to take it. Kira ends up with it in the end on the right side. Kira looking for the run. That's a good ball there. But again, read by Matignon and played up line only for Kira to recover it. That's a good ball into the middle. Jill has a little bit of space and time. She might take the shot. She does. The shot. What a goal! Jill Hutchinson. What a strike that was from well outside the box. Matignon player did well to even get a hand near it, but that's over her head, and it is 1-0 Highlanders. Only 8 minutes on the clock. What a shot. I'll be honest, I missed the assist there. I believe that it was Kira, actually. Kira playing it from the right side into Jill. Someone may have gotten a touch after the fact, but Jill did well there to keep it in play and play it from wide to the center where Jill was ready to pounce again. Jill really controlling this game. That's a great pass from the outside of the foot. Nevaeh looking for Jill again. Miscommunication there between the Matignon defenders, but good composure to recover from that and find a teammate as well. That's good feet there as well to retain possession, but it's bounced off a player. Referee uncertain for a moment's time, but it is now a Matignon throw. Well, that was good composure there by number 14 for Matignon. Sorry, was it 14? I think it might have been number 15, I believe. But well done there to keep it in play. Jill with the interception. Settled by Nevaeh, nice left-footed cushion. Great touch by Jill to get out of pressure. Bridget out wide to Kira. That's a good ball over the top again. A little heavy, but there is a chance the Highlanders can get there. Unlucky. Good idea there. Just a little too heavy, though. Well, certainly quite a difference both out on the pitch and in the booth with this game starting at 6 p.m. Players will certainly feel a lot less tired as well. That turf will cook you on a hot day. Jill with yet another interception in these opening minutes, adding on to her strike and a half from the outside of the box. That's a good cut inside by Kira to find Nevaeh. Slightly light touch there, but it bounces back, fortunately, to Nevaeh again. Stephanie, left-footed ball over the top. Marie can get there, and she does. Tries the first time left-footed pass, not easy. Maya applying pressure, and Marie back with the ball again. But that's a good battle there out on the right side between Marie and the Matignon right back. Ball into the middle, finds a Matignon player. And it's a 4-on-4 here, a 5-on-4 really. Bridget clears it, but read by number 7 for Matignon. That is Megan. But in the end, off of her for a throw-in to be taken by the opposing number 7, Somerville's Christiana. Short throw played to Jill. Back to Christiana, who clears it up the line. Kira does well to get a touch to it. And it's bounced around a bit to Jill. Those magnetic feet. but recovered yet again. A little unsettled in these opening 10 minutes in the midfield. No consistent string of passes put together quite yet. Somerville in control, though. Christiana to Bridget. That's first time to Jill. Finds Nevaeh with plenty of space. She decides to wait, give the ball to Bridget, and it's intercepted there. That's a good first touch, but Jennifer covering all the ground she has to. Takes her time there, but she knows she has it. Cleared by Elizabeth. That's a great first touch by Nevaeh. Those are the little things in a soccer game that might be a little harder to appreciate not having played it or watched it growing up, but the amount of skill it takes to settle a ball like that from 25 yards in the air, it's pretty dope. Nevaeh, good turn. She has Marie in space, but she does well to choose a calmer option. Jennifer with a calm touch around the striker there. That could have been risky had she lost that, but she keeps it. And Jill's now got Kira down the right side. She's got Nevaeh in the middle. She's also got Maya running through the middle up front, but slightly bobbled by Malden keeper now in possession. That is Olivia in goal for Matignon. The touch there by Olivia. The other Olivia, excuse me. There are two Olivias. Number 4, Olivia McKellany, excuse me. And number 1, Olivia Domingos in goal. Somerville keeper Elizabeth now with the ball in her hands, but referee telling her that it is not to be punted. And there seems to be a miscommunication here. No, the referee is just waiting for Matignon players to make their substitutions. That's a good interception there by Matignon, but it's come back to Nevaeh. Marie tries the first touch with her left. Well read by Matignon. She's got the ball back again. Tries one more with the left, but it's intercepted again. That's a borderline foul there. I thought that was a good shield by Nevaeh, but foul against Somerville. Matignon free kick about 15 yards into Somerville's half. And that's gone straight to Jennifer, who very calmly controls it with her stomach and clears it out, only to be intercepted by a Matignon player again, Marie. Great turn there, Marie, up to Nevaeh, unable to settle. Back with number 2 for Malden. Maya. Or Mia. I believe Mia, but I think it's Mia. It has an I. It's an M-I-A, so that'd be a Mia. The throw in by Christiana from the right side. Over a lot of people, but cleared out. Nevaeh trying her own wonder strike. She tries on the left foot again. It bounces off of Maya. Back to Jennifer. Jennifer plays a ball up. No one in front of her, though. Nevaeh plays it back again to Jennifer. Excuse me, I'm sorry, Stephanie. Those bright cleats momentarily confused me. That was Stephanie on the ball. Christiana to Bridget. That's good play now by Somerville. Starting to string some passes together. Jill with the left foot up to Stephanie. No one up top there for her, though. Well, Somerville's starting to find a groove in their possession, but still one goal for the Highlanders, coming in the 5th minute, I believe, with a Jill Hutchinson strike from outside the box. Stephanie, good first touch there. She's turned, found space. That's another turn. Almost too many, and it's been intercepted in the midfield. It's gone back to Jennifer. Jennifer, fortunate there, but it's gone over the Matignon attacker, and it's now out wide with Christiana. That's a great through ball there. And I believe that was Leslie on the ball just now. Yes. Leslie up top for the Highlanders. Ball settled well in midfield. That's a great turn by Maya. She knows she has time, and she takes it. Bridget out wide to Stephanie. Stephanie plays it over the top. That's a great pass. A good first touch by Leslie, but well covered by the Matignon defender, and it is again in the hands of Olivia, the keeper for Matignon. It's a high punt. Controlled by Maya. An amazing turn again. Maya early on showing some real class. Here's Maya in midfield. Stephanie, a great ball up top to Nevaeh. Nevaeh tries to play it through to Leslie, but it's well read, and it's back with Maya out wide to Christiana. Christiana taking her time. She finds Jill in the middle. That's one touch back to Bridget. Bridget and Jill with a strong connection there in the midfield. As Bridget slowly steps up with the Highlanders going deeper into the Matignon's defensive third. Maya, great through ball there. Unlucky for Samira there for it to go out of play. That's a great through ball by Maya, trying to set up that cross. Potentially make it 2-0 to the Highlanders. Good touch to settle there by Matignon's number 4, Olivia McKellany, but out of play. Stephanie. Throw in. It's with Nevaeh, though, at the top of the box now. She's got the space to shoot. She takes the shot, and it's gone wide right of the post. Well, Matignon yet to register a shot or a shot on goal. I apologize. I think Matignon actually may have one shot so far, but Somerville certainly dominating possession and chances created so far. Bounced over Bridget's head. Olivia there kicks it up again, but Jennifer over a couple Matignon players lands again at the feet of Matignon. That ball over the top, though, well out of reach of Matignon's number 13, Kelsey. Foul called by the referee against Somerville, reminding Matignon's number 11, Krista, that it is a free kick and not a throw-in. The free kick by Matignon has bounced on the floor. It's gone through the legs of a Matignon player, and it is now with Christiana at the top of Somerville's 18-yard box. The ball into the middle, cleared out by Bridget, but it's intercepted again by number 2 for Matignon, Mia. That must be her 3rd or 4th interception of the game at this point. Interceptions, of course, much less crucial or pivotal than an interception in football would be. But depending on the area in which an interception takes place, then a goal-scoring opportunity can just be one pass away. But, of course, with the pitch being so big in football being soccer, it's so confusing using them interchangeably. Kira on the right side. She's taken a good touch past the defender. That's going to be hard to keep in play, but she's got the pace for it. And she thought it was hers momentarily, maybe, but it's a Matignon throw-in. Good traditional wing play there by Kira, recognizing the space available and eating it up. Bridget, a good commanding header. It's gone to Samira. First time into Maya. Maya's got a good first touch. She's got around the defender there. Takes a left-footed strike. It's bobbled by the keeper, but good hands in the end to hold on to it by Olivia there. Well, Maya for Somerville, a fantastic first touch to set her up to take that space inside the 18-yard box. Slightly rushed with the shot, but did incredibly well to create the chance in the first place. She's got to be told by her teammates that she's got all the time in the world there. But communication, again, always difficult in the heat of the moment. Another interception for Jill. That's a great ball down the line to Kira. She's got the space to make the cross. Decides to cut it back. She's got Maya at the top of the box. She finds her. It's a tricky first touch to take there, but she's recovered, as she often does. Plays it back to Bridget, who's stepping far up. And that is shot well over the goal. Not a field goal, but over the goal. Well, Bridget, consistent in her contributions out of the back. Shooting not her forte perhaps, but why not? No reason not to. That's a great step by Nevaeh. She's got the space for the shot, and it's a great idea. She was aiming for that top right corner, but a little too much weight under it, and it's floated over. Not too threatening in the end for Olivia, and goal for Matignon. Christiana with the throw-in. That's a great first touch by Leslie. Unfortunate not to keep it. Out for a Somerville throw. Well, it changes everything when the sun's not beaming down, cooking everybody. Real cool right now. Very much fall scenes here. An awkward clearance there by Matignon, but it's bounced to a Matignon player and well settled again there by Mia. Cleared up. Christiana with a great first touch to Bridget. Back to Christiana. Her and Kira with a strong connection as well out on that right side. Back to Bridget in the middle. Bridget's also been doing a lot of distribution out of the middle. That's a heavy first touch by Maya, uncharacteristically so. That's fine. It's gone to Somerville again. Jill with the ball, keeping it. Back to Bridget again. That's a great through ball to Nevaeh. Maya with the ball. It's got a little crowded in there, though, and cleared out. Straight back to Stephanie. Touch with the sole of her foot. Up the line to Samira. Good first touch to open herself up there. And it's gone up the line. Bridget with a strong tackle, but it stayed with Matignon. Cleared out, though, now for a Somerville throw-in. Stephanie over the top. A good ball there to Samira, but Samira seems to have tripped or been fouled. I'm not sure what the call is here, if it's a throw-in or a free kick, and it's a throw-in for Somerville. Stephanie, a good throw-in again to Maya. She's found Nevaeh with the flick, but well covered by Matignon. Looks like the last touch will have been off Nevaeh, but no, it is a Somerville throw-in. And Bridget coming up to do her duties as the long throw-in taker on this left side. From what I've seen so far, it seems like Bridget takes the long throw-ins from the left side and Christiana from the right side. Not sure how consistent that is, though. Bridget with a great throw, but cleared high into the air by a Matignon defender. Again, back to Bridget, who takes a shot at the near post, and it's comfortably wide. Olivia not sweating there. Two Matignon players coming in. And we're joined tonight by a youth Somerville girls soccer team. As you can see in the picture, a number of young girls in the neon green pennies helping out tonight. It's a big, big stadium, this place, Dilboy, so the more help, the better. I'm sure they're having fun out there. They were part of the huddle and everything. It was pretty awesome. Those lovely, warm Dilboy Stadium lights are coming on. Nothing like a night game at Dilboy. Those were a lot of fun. I think I may have forgotten to introduce myself again at the beginning of the game. My name is Marcelo Brosiner, Somerville High School class of 2014. I played for the boys soccer team and have a lot of fond memories here. That's Maya in the middle with a great turn again. Her first touch has been impeccable. Matignon ball gone straight back to Bridget. Christiana. She's got space, and she's taking it. That's a good ball up to Leslie. Into the middle for Maya. Maya's got options. She takes the shot, and that's a great save. What a save by Olivia. Had to be really sharp there to get on her side and tip that out with her fingers. Amazing build-up play there by the Highlanders. Bridget out to Christiana. Christiana took her time, found Leslie. Leslie, great turn with the ball into the middle. Maya making sure she gets the shot off. A trick corner play by the Highlanders. Jill, back to Maya. Maya with the shot. Another good attempt. Couldn't quite get the bend on it, though. That would take it into that far post. The side netting calling for her. Not to be. On that attempt, at least. Somerville, relentless pressure. The ball has seldom been in the Somerville half, excuse me. But Matignon defending well enough to keep it at 1-0 right now. And the counterattack is always a threat. Bridget does well to shield that ball there and keep possession. Christiana to Kira. Jill with a slicing ball there up to Maya. Maya's got the vision for that ball into the corner, and Kira's found it, but just a moment late. Good vision there by Maya. It's tricky because there's so little room for error there that unless both players are on the same page from the jump, it's going to be tricky to pull that off. Great idea, though. Olivia for Matignon coming out to collect. Looked as though for a moment that there was a chance a Somerville player could pounce on that, but steady in the end. Good touch with the thighs there by the other Olivia for Matignon up top. Stephanie, though, to Jill. Well kept with the first touch. Out to Samira. Maya, good touch, and she's kept the ball there. She's in the box yet again. Good cut inside. What a shot, but it's over the net. Well, that was certainly looking like it was going in, but a chance not taken by the Highlanders. Already losing count of the chances created. I meant to keep a tally, but second half I'll start. Get a little too enthralled. Short goal kick play by Matignon is seen out of play by Christiana. Excuse me. A nice faint sunset here over the trees at Dilboy. Starting to feel like fall. Felt like it a couple weeks ago, but then the heat came back real quick. Reminded us September's not always cool. Christiana slipped there by a Matignon player, but it's back with Christiana, who's found Jill. Back to Jennifer. Jennifer's had little work to do today, but when she's been called upon, she has been more than solid. Mia again for Matignon. That's a risky ball in the air back to the right back, but settled in the end. Only for Stephanie to recover possession. That's a great turn there by Stephanie. Ball into Jill. Well settled. Bridget at the stopper position out to right back Christiana. Good cut inside, but slightly misplaced pass. Jumbling there. Ball well controlled there, but a recovery again by Jill. Sees it out of play with the tackle. Marie back in on the left-hand side there, midfield for the Highlanders. Samira in for a while there. Christiana up to Jill. That's a first-time ball into Maya, who has two options right there for her. Unable to find it, though. Maybe a touch too many. Bridget ball out wide to Marie. Marie more proactive and gets there first. That's where a lot of the difference is made, and who wants those 50-50 balls more. Nevaeh. Maya there to recover. Back to Bridget, who's seen plenty of the ball in this first half. Jill, good first touch there with the left foot. Plays it back to Christiana. A little pressure by Matignon forces her to play it up. Jill yet again with the ball. She's let it run to Bridget, but that's stepped upon by Matignon. And Jennifer with a rare opportunity to be in possession within her own half. Proactive ball up there by Christiana up to Jill, but it's taken only to be given back to Stephanie. Left-footed ball there between Marie and Maya, but it's back to Maya. Good tackle there, though. That's a clean tackle there by number 11 for Matignon, Krista. It's a ball played through, but again, Jennifer, not quite enough on it maybe to see it out. She keeps it in, tries to nutmeg the Matignon defender there. It stayed in, though, according to the referee, who was right there. Marie with a touch up, looking for Maya. No connection, though. Cleared up. The Matignon player knowing she'll be offsides, but she goes for it anyways. It's an awkward thing there. You can let it run and let it go out for a goal kick, or you can just touch the ball earlier. Either way, it's going to be taken from around the same place. Touch there by Nevaeh. That's a good touch there by Mia. Excuse me, that was not Mia. Another player there for Matignon. A through ball, but it's gone back to Elizabeth, who can comfortably collect with her hands. Seldom called upon so far tonight, Elizabeth. But that's a good punt. It's gone through a Matignon player, and it's now with Nevaeh at midfield. That's a great ball out into the right side for Kira, but it's gone out for a Matignon throw-in. Ten minutes remaining in this first half. It's been pretty eventful despite only one goal being on the board. A lot of chances created by the Highlanders tonight. Only one half chance really at most created by Matignon so far. Somerville well in control of this match. A through ball by Matignon has gone out for a throw-in. And Stephanie with a throw-in well within her own defensive third. It's headed by a couple players, but it lands with the Highlanders. That's a good through ball up to Marie. Marie cuts back onto her right foot. A nice through ball up there. Controlled by number 6 for the Highlanders, Maria. Now with Jill. Christiana taking space. She's got some of it. Matignon's feeding that to her. That's a good through ball out there. That connection to Kira. Kira keeps it in, and she gets an early ball in, but it's read by Matignon and very calmly dealt with. But back to Kira, who gets it back again from Christiana. Christiana to Jill. Jill at the top of the box again. Plays it to Maya. That first touch shot by Maya into the arms of Olivia for Matignon. No serious power behind the shot. Not too threatening for Olivia, but still have to have the hands there. Jill with a heavy touch in midfield. But Maya reads it, and it's up. That's a good step there by Leslie, it looks like. Kira out wide. The ball finds Leslie. Apologies, that is number 16 up top, Kaylee. Sometimes hard to see a few of these numbers from here in the booth. Marie with a great first touch past the Matignon defender, but it's a bit too heavy for the second one, but it stayed with her again. Who that came off of last, it's not quite sure, but the referees have deemed it a goal kick. And a sub coming on for Matignon. Cotton candy skies right now. Nice blue and pink sunset on the left side. Goal kick, bowled out of the back. Good pressure, though, by Somerville to force Matignon to clear it out. And a throw-in with Stephanie A little over 6 minutes remaining in this first half. That throw in to Maya. Back again to Stephanie. Stephanie kicking it up to the top of the box. Cleared by Matignon, only to fall again at the feet of Jill. Calmly back to Christiana, who finds Maya in the middle. One touch back to Bridget. One touch again to Jill. This is beautiful football here, folks. But intercepted. Bridget right back on top of it, though. Jennifer, one touch ball. That's a great ball to lead Christiana. So well done there. Christiana again to Jill. She's got Kira on the right side and some options in the middle. She decides to hold on to it to the last second to get it to Kira. Kira with a good ball into the middle, but it's blocked by Matignon. Cleared out under pressure for another Somerville throw. A sub coming on for Somerville. It looks like... Not quite sure who that is coming off. That looks like it is number 6, Maria, coming off. Apologies if that's incorrect. Cleared out. Good battle there, but Somerville on top of that one. Stephanie cuts inside. Blocked by Matignon defender. She tries to play a lead ball to Marie on the left side. Doesn't work out. That's a great step there by Marie. Called a foul by the referee, though. Wasn't sure about that one, whether it was a foul or not, but I understand the call. When you're coming from behind like that, stepping through a player, it's easy to get tangled up there. Ball up the line. Maya, first touch clearance, looking for Kaylee. Kaylee does well to win it back. Maya, again, unable to connect the pass, but it's with Jill out wide to Christiana. It's a light pass, though, but Christiana's done well to step to it, and she finds Bridget. Ball intercepted again by Matignon. Matignon with a good habit of reading the play ahead of time in these last couple minutes. Somerville got to be sharp with those passes, as they have done for most of this half. Miscommunication there between Maya and Marie. Ball through, finds nobody, and it's a throw-in for Somerville. A little under 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Header by Maya, over to Marie. Bridget back to Jennifer, does well to find Maya. Great first touch there under pressure by Maya. Again, it's hard to recognize with little background of the game, but when you're able to settle the ball under that kind of pressure with 2 people on you on either side of your back, it's so easy to take a heavy touch there and put your team at risk of a counterattack. Clearance by Elizabeth. Finds Maya. That's a heavy foul there. And I think Olivia from Matignon recognizes a little bit of extra force in that felt by Maya, but she's already back up on her feet, of course. Marie does well to cut in there. A good through ball. Can that be found by a Highlander? Not quite. Well, you saw the vision there. It was certainly on. Cleared about 8 yards from from the halfway line. Jill with the skill there to bounce it over her head and keep it, dish it to Christiana. Christiana does well there to find a teammate. Bridget up to Maya at the top of the box, looking for a teammate. Well read there by Matignon, and the ball over goes straight to the feet of Bridget. Calmly back to Jennifer by Maya. A little bit of a rash clearance up, but it's bounced on the spin to Christiana. A missed kick there by Matignon, and Somerville again in possession. Ball over the top towards the left side. No threat there to Jennifer. Stephanie plays it through the middle, and it's gone to a Matignon player again. Jennifer to Maya, but it's misplayed. Still there, though. That's a good recovery there by Somerville's number 15, Ramey. Good turn there by Jill. So deceptive. And a through ball, too, to Kira. That's phenomenal play. That's going to stay in. And Kira gets a touch, but it's now gone out of play. Not easy. Substitution coming in for Matignon in these closing minutes. the timer stopping at 2 minutes in the first half here. Now to the referee's discretion when the half ends. The goal kick up to Matignon. It's controlled. Cleared up towards half. Christiana shielding it. Maybe seeing out of play, but no. She does well to play it up the line to Jill. Excuse me, Kira to Jill. Then back again to Kira. Looking for Kaylee up top. Unable to, but Christiana with a good tackle. Jill to Maya. She's got Stephanie on the left, but she goes with Jill. Difficult touch there, but she's gotten the ball. And a chance for them, Somerville, to get through, but well covered again. Only moments left in this half. The ball up top to Maya at the top of the box. That's a shot there, difficult. And it could have fallen there to the head of Ramey, but Olivia does well to come off her line and gather it. The halftime whistle likely to blow here. Not quite yet, though. Bridget settles with the thigh. Jill back to Christiana. Well, I have to say the possession for the Highlanders out of the back has been really composed, and it's made a big difference today in the amount of chances that Matignon's been able to create. Jennifer back to her keeper, up to Bridget. Great first touch by Bridget there to Stephanie, and that's halftime, folks. Somerville High leading 1-0 thanks to a great goal by Jill Hutchison with a phenomenal strike from outside of the box. We'll be back with the second half soon. We come into the second half with Somerville leading 1-0 thanks to a phenomenal goal by Jill Hutchinson with a wonder strike from about 20 yards out. Christiana now on this near side with Kira on the right. The two have a strong partnership on this right wing, causing a lot of danger. Marie, too, on the left, though, with the ball now. She's found Jill with a lot of space, and I mean a lot of space. Kira's all alone there. She decides to go to the middle, but she's won the ball back, and it's with Maya now. Maya out to Stephanie. Stephanie with time and space. No pressure for Matignon right now. Eventually comes. That's a good idea with the through ball, but good step there as well. Bridget looks like she's going to let that go to Jennifer, who has Elizabeth back. But Jennifer calmly out the back. That's the equivalent to a, not quite a goal, but that's equivalent to a really good trick play by an offensive player. That was very calmly done, but they've lost the ball, unfortunately, and Jennifer is now out of position. Bridget does well to cover, though. The ball into the middle, and Elizabeth, well done there to step out and take command of her box. The punt comes just short of half. But recovered by Somerville again. Jill with the overlap. Kira not putting quite enough on it, though, and it's back to Matignon. Somerville looking a little bit thin right now defensively, but they seem confident. Jill out to Kira. Kira back to Jill. Finds Maya in space. Maya unable to turn there, but it's gone to Nevaeh. Maya, fortunate pass there, gets to Jill. Bridget looking for options. That's a great through ball to Marie. Can Marie control it? Yes, she can. It's still in play in that corner. Gets past one man non-defender. Gets past two man non-defenders. The ball into the middle. That's a good ball on the floor. Jill with the left-footed shot. Blocked by Matignon and cleared away. Stephanie sees it out for a throw-in. Highlander ball. Good play on that left side there. Marie making that run on the outside and finding a ball into the box after getting past two Matignon defenders. Stephanie with the throw-in. That goes off of two different Matignon defenders for another Somerville throw-in. Coach Tony organizing his side for the inbound. I was saying in the last game, throw-ins are really a threatening opportunity at the high school and college level, much more so than they are on the professional level. You don't see as many throw-in routines typically at the top level, such as this long throw by Bridget. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Sorry, they're just agreeing with Chris Capasso, a.k.a. Cabasso. Some silly stuff, man. Academia's got some issues with helping fund students, but that's a whole other tale to be told, not during a soccer game. Jill does well to shield the ball off there. Too much strength and great feet. You gotta love when you see that. And she finds a great ball into the middle, too, for Nevaeh. She controls it, but a slightly heavy touch. Well, Jill really just taking the game by the neck there. Ridiculous play by the playmaker, Jill, number 10. The only goal scorer tonight. That was indeed nasty. Christiana, great touch there. Low-key touch by Nevaeh. Good tackle by Matignon, but Jill, again, too strong. A calm turn by Bridget there. The composure on this side is encouraging to see. That's a great ball over the top for Nevaeh. She does well to control it, but it's away from the goal. Somerville still in possession, though. Marie finds Nevaeh again. Good step there by Matignon. But Marie, again, relentless in reading the game. Innocent trip there, though. Good ball up to Nevaeh. Difficult bounce, though. Can't find it. Under pressure, though. Calmly done by Matignon. And Stephanie shoving the Matignon player off the ball there, legally so. If it is shoulder to shoulder, it is usually not going to be deemed a foul. But again, every referee's got a different ceiling, a different threshold for what's a foul and not. And it's also difficult at the high school level. It's really not much of an issue, but one of the biggest critiques of professional soccer around the world, including from big fans, is the amount of diving that happens. It's pretty ugly, and it makes the referee's job that much harder, because that thought's always going to cross your mind now whether something's a dive or not. A dive being when a player sells themselves as though they've been fouled, when most times it's not a foul. Free kick to Somerville. Through ball there by Matignon, but it's recovered again. Good play there by the Highlanders to get the attack going. That's two beautiful through balls, but it's slightly misread, unfortunately, I believe, by Maya. Well, who was that made that first time pass through the middle? That is number 17, Sydney, with a fantastic first time ball to get the Highlander attack going on that left side. It makes all the difference in the world, as all of these players probably know. I know Coach Tony's doing the right thing, but when you're playing those one-touch passes, it really opens the field up for you. A lot more space to be exploited when you don't give the opposition time to think. Great turn there by Marie. Out to Maya on the left side. You don't see her out wide too often. And a foul called, I believe. Yes, a foul called on the left side against Maya. Oh, excuse me, against Matignon, committed on Maya. And a good opportunity here for a set piece for the Highlanders. Played in from the left side. And it's cleared everybody, gone straight into the hands of Olivia, the goalkeeper for Matignon. Distributes it out to the right, but a good step there and really well done there by, I think, Maya again to regain possession for the Highlanders. Jennifer, one touch pass to Christiana, who does well to find Kira again. That connection strong as ever. She's got Leslie on the right side, but can't find her in time, and it's regained by Matignon. Christiana does well to let that go out for a throw-in. Kira, great ball over the top. Great first touch by Leslie as well. That's a beautiful play. It's still with Leslie. She can't quite find it. Real confusing where that ball was. But it's won again by Leslie and Kira together. A double team there. Cleared by Matignon. Christiana with a great first time cross. Unfortunately into the hands of the Matignon keeper, but had a run been made or a little more wind or curve on that ball, that could have fallen on the head of a Highlander. Great idea there. Bridget with the chest control. Good first touch on the left foot by Kira. Christiana takes a second there to get the pass off, but no real danger. Back with Jennifer to Elizabeth. And a risky ball there by Elizabeth. It's with the Matignon player. The shot, it's gone over Elizabeth, but it's gone just wide of the right post. Or the left post, excuse me. Well, dangerous play there by the Highlanders. Elizabeth maybe a little too comfortable playing that out the back. Goes short of Stephanie. Matignon player unlucky to find that ball in the back of the net with a good chipped shot attempt. Highlanders happy to see that go out of play, though. Very close there. And it's gone off of Mia for Matignon for a Highlander throw-in. Well, that's the thing about the game of football. I'm going to try to call it football as much as I can, but for our sake at this moment, soccer, as dominant as a team might be for the opening 50 minutes of a game, takes one moment for everything to be canceled out. I was talking to Capasso. I'd say hockey's probably the closest sport to soccer, just in terms of the gameplay itself. Hockey players, of course, withstand a lot more physical battle and injuries. But in terms of the constant flow of things, the two sports align quite a bit. Hockey players, of course, the last in any sport, like most likely to dive or sell a foul, if you will. In fact, quite the opposite. I think hockey players relish any opportunity to either body somebody or get bodied. Probably not the latter as much, but it's part of the fun. Shot there, blocked by the Highlanders. And that looks to be Bridget in unfamiliar territory up there and at the top of the box. Great skill there by Maya. Is that Maya? Yeah. That's Maya. A great block, though. She ran the risk there of giving away a penalty, but clean, absolutely. And the referee right there to call it. Maya yet again winning the ball and getting past the player. The shot by a Highlander. That's a good save by Olivia, diving to her left to make sure that didn't creep into the far post. Well, Maya not holding back at all. Great play there in the corner flag to get past the defender and find a teammate. I couldn't quite tell if that was Bridget or Marie with the shot there. Nonetheless, great effort and a great save to match it. Only the faintest of colors now in the sky, almost fully sunset. The cross in, straight into the welcoming arms of Matignon's keeper, Olivia, taking her time and letting her players move upfield. The goal kick gone straight to, I believe, the other Olivia, but a miscontrol there to Maya. Jill at the top of the box, looking for the shot. More tamed attempt this time, certainly not like her goal in the opening minutes of the first half. Well, again, a couple chances for the Highlanders in this half so far. Not quite as clear-cut yet as those in the first half, but chances nonetheless. Christiana finds Kira. Kira with space and time. She's got a couple teammates, and she knows it. The right idea, but not the right bend on it to find Leslie, who was making that near-post run. Or Maya at the far post. It's bounced over both players. And Sydney there coming in a little bit hard. And that is Matignon's number 15, Alessia, on the ground. Looked like she might have taken a cleat or a knee, maybe, to the thigh. Those are always painful. Often referred to in sports as a Charlie horse or a dead leg. Hard to run those off once in a while. The muscle tightens up, and you can really feel that for the rest of the game depending on the seriousness of it. Not a long-term injury by any means, but absolutely enough to take you out of a game depending on the severity of it. Alessia limping off, but seems like she may be able to come back in. Matignon, of course, only with a handful of subs. It looks like 3 substitutes compared to Somerville's 7 or 8, it looks like. That also makes a big difference in a game like soccer or football where you really don't have any breaks other than your timeout in high school and college. The professional game, of course, does not include timeouts unless actually in recent times a rule change, the temperature reaches a certain height, of course, if it's hot enough for a water break. And in high school and college, there are enforced water breaks as well, depending on the heat. A good play there by the Highlanders. Unable to find Leslie with the through ball, but Jill gives it out to Kira. No one really in the box quite yet for the Highlanders. Kira plays it across the top. It's coming to Bridget, though. Bridget wasn't quite sure if that was going to be a shot or a pass. It looked more like a pass, but read by Matignon. Well done by Sydney there at stopper to find Jill. And Kira, unable to get that first touch there, goes out for a Matignon throw-in on this near side. A little over 25 minutes remaining in this second half. Somerville dominating the entire game. Only 1 goal to their name so far through Jill Hutchinson. I like to repeat it every so often for any of us who may have missed the goal or missed my reiteration of it. Kira. Bridget playing in center midfield in this second half. Tony deciding to move her up a little bit, and it makes sense. You saw how comfortable she was in possession out of stopper in the first half and in previous games for the Highlanders. Jill with an amazing pass into Maya at the top of the box, but well stepped on Maya again, winning the ball back as she so often does after losing it. Marie with a good first touch pass. Can Maya cut in or go on the byline? Neither coming off for her. A great ball out there to Kira, but recovered by Mia. Christiana with a great ball into the box, and it's bounced an extra time. You weren't thinking that it would bounce again, but Olivia, as she falls with the ball, throws it out wide. Matignon with possession on their right side, but one back by the Highlanders. Maya, one touch out to Marie. Marie cuts back as she does so well. Maya with the ball. And it's a foul there a few yards outside of the box, so not quite close cut enough for a penalty thought, but a clear foul against Matignon and an opportunity here potentially for a shot on goal with this free kick being but 20 or 22 yards out. The shot off the crossbar. Well, that was Jill almost with 2 goals from outside of the box in one game. That is rare no matter what level we're talking about, be it professional or pickup. I agree with Capasso's point. The Matignon keeper has a good eye. She knows where the ball is, and she has a good sense of where her goal frame is. It's got to be like a sixth sense almost for goalkeepers because you're not always going to have the time to turn around and see where you are. That's why goalkeeper positioning is such an underrated element of the position. It's not just about making those saves. You have to be in the right place to make them. In hockey, it's a little less so the case with the goal being so much smaller, but even then, the positioning has to be on point. That's cleared out, but only falls again to Jill, who's so good at using her body to shield it. Also, such an important skill in the sport of football or soccer. Bridget tries the pass, but it's red, and Stephanie with a strong step there. Matignon player doing well to get right back up, but she'll be feeling that. Maya, good ball to Kira. Can Kira take a touch? No, it's gone out of play for a goal kick. She's got the time there to settle that. But again, that's a communication matter sometimes too. Almost through there. And Christiana stepping out of position to win the ball back. It's funny sometimes to see defenders in the middle of the pitch, but sometimes it has to be done. Bridget settles well. Jill takes the touch around the Matignon midfielder. The left-footed through ball, an amazing pass with the weak foot. The ball across the face of goal, but to the Matignon keeper, Olivia, once again. Somerville with another chance here. Maya doing so well to cut in, but good use of the body there. Not the easiest one to catch there. Well done by Olivia. And now up top for the Highlanders. Looks like number 26, I believe, Emily. An attempted cut in there by number 15, Alessia for Matignon, with Mia again. Mia, good through ball there, but well covered by Stephanie, who keeps it in play and finds a teammate that looks to be Marie over the top. Good step there by Matignon. Apologies. That's actually Highlander, number 21 up top for Somerville, who just got a touch on the ball. Unlucky not to settle it. Well, that's calmly done there by Matignon. The corner kick eventually comes back in, but it's well dealt with. An attempt to keep it in by Alessia for Matignon, and it's unsuccessful. Christiana with another throw-in on the right side here. She's got Jill and Kira, and she's also got Highlander up front. Christiana does well there. Jill reading that bounce, but well shielded by Matignon. Jill not giving up, though, and she's still fighting for possession, but it's back into the flurry. Ball up. Good step there by Nevaeh. That's not... oh, man. I suppose that's a foul, but that's a tricky one to call. Looked like she got ball first. Again, though, it's after a point, somewhat subjective for referees to interpret. That's another one of the most difficult things in addition to simulation or diving by players is handballs, whether a handball is a foul / penalty or not. Ultimately, it's entirely up to the referee whether they think it was intentional or a really important illegal intervention. Stephanie there using her strength to push. Actually, I believe that was Jennifer using her strength to push the Matignon player off the ball, but it's gone out for a corner kick. Well, although certainly not the biggest player on the pitch, Jennifer proving there that the size really doesn't matter. You think about a player like Megan Rapinoe, one of the best players in the world, not of the biggest stature. And Matignon regains possession, trying to make something of that corner that didn't initially work out, but well recovered again by Stephanie on that left side. She's got a teammate, but she's choosing to take it on herself. She's looking for a teammate, no one up top though, but it could still go through for Highlander. That's good pressure by Highlander. Gone back to Marie though. Marie cutting back. She's got Jill open, finds her. She's got Kira in plenty of space. An amazing ball out to Kira. Good first touch from Kira. Couldn't find Maya there, but again, good distribution by the Highlanders there. Marie finding Jill, and then Jill back to over to Kira. But again, a ball into the middle, cleared out. Well done there by Matignon, but Jill not letting her leave her defensive third. Fortunate bounce takes it to her, though. Sydney with a good initial step. That's a trip, but they'll play advantage there, I think. And they have, but it's called back for a foul after possession was quickly lost by Matignon. Sydney taking no prisoners there. And with time winding down and a goal up, that's honestly a good foul by Sydney. No threat posed here from the position of the free kick. As seen there, ball coming to the 35, 40-yard line as measured by the goal line of soccer, of course. A tackle there by Stephanie called a foul. Things getting slightly chippy here as we approach the last 15 minutes of the second half here. Highlanders leading still 1-0. Thanks to Jill Hutchinson, who came close to a second one, hitting the crossbar on a free kick. The ball into the box. Well, that was a really close there. It's so hard to communicate there between keeper and defender in the moment. Christiana letting the ball roll across her body. Matignon, offensive player, almost pouncing on it, but not able to. And the counterattack on for the Highlanders. Kira up the line to Maya. Maya does well to put the pressure on, but well done by Matignon to keep it out of play. And it's actually been deemed a corner kick. Maya, amazing work there to force the issue, and another chance off a corner kick for the Highlanders. Ball in. It's gone over everybody. Off the post. And it stayed out somehow. Well, Olivia, the keeper for Matignon, doing well to track that with all that was going on there. I'm not sure who got a touch to that, whether it was even a Somerville player or a Matignon player. But off the post nonetheless, after going over everyone's head and into the happy hands of Olivia. Ball from Jennifer. Stephanie does well to keep it in. I suppose she hasn't in the end, though, and it's a throw-in. Timeout called by the Matignon coach, and we'll be back momentarily. And we're back. Sorry for the chit-chat. Ball goes straight out for a Somerville throw-in. Goal kick, excuse me. A goal kick. It's well delivered by Elizabeth. Goes right to Kira. Cristiano with a great first touch back to Kira. These two have got some chemistry. I wouldn't be surprised if they're homies off the field. 14 for Somerville. Frida on the field now. The shot. Olivia didn't seem too worried about that. Dove to be safe, but I think it was clear that it was going wide at her near post. Not sure what happened just now. Talking to, it looks maybe as though the player has, it's really unclear. I apologize. I don't know what's happening. I think that she might have a bloody nose or a cut on her. Trainer or coach seems to be coming out to her. But she's not coming off the field, so it probably isn't blood. Perhaps a hit to the head, a concussion test, perhaps. The Highlanders gathering for a quick team talk during this stoppage of play. 11 minutes and 48 remaining on the clock here. 48 seconds, excuse me. The high school and college level are different than the professionals also in that the timer counts down in high school and college, whereas at the professional level, the time goes up. And once the clock has reached 45 minutes, the referees then add on whatever amount of stoppage time they decide is reasonable. And it's ultimately up to the referee when the half ends. So somewhat inverted time policies. Nevaeh, unfortunate to lose her feet there. Cristiano does well to settle with the first touch. Sydney, well done there. Slightly high boot by Cristiano, but deemed clean. Sydney does well to find Jill. Back to Jill from Frida. That was good work there. Ball through from Jill. Not quite. The ball's back in, though, and Olivia's done well again to step there. Great goalkeeping. Again, you have to be certain there when you're going in because that's always running the risk of a penalty. Well done, though. Stephanie shielding the ball. Ball from out wide. Not threatening for Elizabeth. Sydney at midfield, out wide to Kira. Kira's gotten a lot of minutes today, as has most of the Somerville backline, being Jennifer at sweeper, Christiana at right back, and Stephanie at left back. Sydney now getting some minutes at stopper, but Bridget playing for much of the game at the sweeper position. Kira doing well there to apply the pressure, and it's gone off of her for a throw-in to Matignon. And it's Nevaeh applying the pressure again. Matignon pent in their own defensive third. Kira gives the ball to Bridget for another long throw. She goes all the way out to the 8th lane of the Dilboy track. Good throw in, gone to Maya. Maya with an amazing first and second touch with the torso and then the head, but well done by Matignon to see it out for a... Oh, never mind. It's a corner kick. Maya winning yet another corner kick for the Highlanders. Sydney trailing into the box. Maya with a great corner kick. It's fumbled again. Foul called against someone on the Highlanders. Not exactly clear who. But Matignon will be happy to see that foul called, considering that the ball was loose in the box. Anybody's at that point. Sydney waiting for Jennifer to get there. That was a little bit of a screen set there. Not quite legal in the game of soccer, but not enough of an interference, I guess. I can remember clearly one instance in a professional game, Bayern Munich against Barcelona. A player set a very blatant pick, a screen on the way to a goal. It led to a goal, and it was very controversial, but not called.
Why is it not allowed?
Yeah, it's not allowed. Jill does well to get it into the box at all, but it's found a Malden player. Good touch there from Bridget to find a teammate, and that is a foul called. Well done by Nevaeh to get there first. And Jill with another chance in quite literally identical territory, perhaps another yard back, to bang one in. Off the crossbar the last time in identical positioning. And a little higher up over the bar in this instance by Jill. She'll be frustrated to see that over the bar, although she has what will definitely end up being one of the best goals of the season for the Highlanders. I'm not going to say the best. Capasso told me that that's actually her second long-range goal. I started play-by-play a little while into the season. This is my second game for the Lady Highlanders, and I have done one game for the boys varsity Highlanders. Not sure how the JV team did today. I'll make sure to know that in the future, but hoping that they did well. And that was a close call there. Jennifer using all of her body there to push the Matignon player off the ball. I agree with the no call, but some referees might see that as a penalty, a foul in the box. Fortunately for the Highlanders, with only 5 minutes and change remaining, it was not a penalty. That could have really changed the outcome of this game. The Highlanders desperate for insurance in these closing minutes. That's a good corner. It's found a Matignon player, but dealt with temporarily. Not fully, though. The shot by the Matignon player has gone over multiple heads, and it's out for a goal kick. Relief for the Highlanders. Well, clearly less goals scored today by the Highlanders compared to their match against Everett a couple days back. Bridget with a strong tackle there, not called a foul. But as good, if not a better performance all around by the Highlanders. The ball out wide from Maya, cut back from Kira to Maya again. Kira had a teammate available. That's a foul, but it is just a yard or so outside of the box. A little fortunate there for Matignon not to give away the penalty with time winding down. A new rule within the MIAA that is forcing the clock to stop with 5 minutes remaining instead of what has always traditionally been 2 minutes. JV won their game 2-0 thanks to some intel work by Capasso and some helpers on the bench. Excuse me, not the bench, but the stands. Number 15 for the Highlanders, Ramey on the ball. The shot goes wide of the near post. Only a few minutes left in this game. Somerville dominant throughout. Not quite as clinical in front of goal tonight, but a really solid shift for the Lady Highlanders, coached by Tony Arias. My former coach, of course, when I was playing at Somerville High School. Tony Arias, absolutely a local legend. One of the best players in Somerville High School's history as well. And now giving back to the community. Taking on the lead position for the ladies. And here is Marie on the right side, unfamiliar territory, at least for me seeing her here. And Jennifer cleaning up the danger again momentarily. Manon win it back again. But Christiana, dependable as ever, clears it out. Jennifer up to Marie. Marie, good turn to Maya. Both players on this right side, a little less familiar for them. Maya decides to take it down the line. That's clever play with time winding down. Absolutely no need to force the issue there. Composure from Maya, but it's gone off of her for throw-in. Christiana settles back to Jennifer. A strong clearance up the field. Attempted control, missed by Matignon. Nevaeh does so well to get there first. Wrap her body around that ball. Plays it out wide. Unable to keep it in, Somerville. Apologize, it's hard for me to tell who's on the left side right now. That looks like Ramey, but not sure. Foul by Somerville. There can only be but a matter of a couple minutes left in this game. The free kick in has bounced over a couple players. But what a turn by Sydney there to take the pressure away. Talk about cool, calm, and collected there. That's a good ball up to Nevaeh. They've done well to keep it, the Highlanders. The ball again over the top, headed clear, but kept in play by Matignon. They've done well to keep that in play, but Jill with a fantastic switch out to Christiana. And that's it, folks. The Lady Highlanders have come away with another victory, a 1-0 win over the Matignon Warriors. Jill Hutchinson with another amazing long-distance goal over Olivia, the goalkeeper for Matignon, who did well to get near it. We'll catch you next time at Dilboy Stadium. My name's Marcelo Brosiner. Enjoy your weekend.